Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the recording session. That is my months in review as I keep doing it, and I keep just generally not knowing whether I like it or not. Because it's simply, I don't really know how to quantify how things have been, because I first don't feel like I've done anything. And second, it's just generally been ticking on. Like, life's just gone on. There's no real updates, there's no real changes, there's no real surprises. Like, the only difference is last time I said, time to stream more. Well, obviously that didn't happen, did it? Because I've just not made the time for it. I think my days have been pretty regimented. So, alright, during the midday, record watching Wolford stuff, and then carry on that with play CS in the afternoon, in the evening. Or play GTA, which I've been doing. And I think that's pretty much how it's been going since then. One thing that's slightly been a bit more different is I've been a bit more willing to experiment on watching Wolford. Like, last week I piloted a series called Reigniting the Passion, where it's me trying to figure out, it's me trying to get back into watching Coronation Street. And the previous Wednesday or something, I released the first episode of my new Hollyoaks podcast, which also did really well, and I was very chuffed. It's been very nice to see that. I feel like on on watching Wolford, I feel like I can generally do anything regarding my soap interest, and I feel like I'll be positively enforced by it, and it's really nice to have that appreciation, and it's nice to feel like my input is good, and it's nice to feel like people actually listen to what I have to say. And it probably is because we are a big fish in a small pond, that being the soap content space is absolutely fucking dire, and nobody does anything anywhere except for a few channels. But it has been really rewarding to see, we hit similar numbers to how we did at Christmas. Obviously, Christmas had the big Christmas, Who Dies storyline, which was built up for 10 months. So, it was a much more positive event for, if we can actually if we can genuinely just do what we want and get attention for it, it's very nice, and it's just a very positive thing. Did a lot more one more match stuff, did a lot of WECW, kind of looked at kicking off a new project over there, which has also been fun. It's not really I don't know, it's just been good fun, and I think I don't even know where to take this now. It's just generally been all positive, in my opinion. I'm quite content with where I'm at. I am always learning more, and I'm just progressing, honestly. If I had to say, is this fucking... Have I progressed? Have I stagnated? I've definitely progressed. In fact, I'm probably recording this on one of my first bad mental health days that I've had in what feels like a long time. And that's just because I've generally stopped. I've just not been fucking doing anything. Today, I've been chilling. And after I go this, I'll probably watch Hollyoaks, I'll probably watch Coronation Street, and I'll just generally fucking have a chill time, play some games with the boys. I don't know, it sounds a bit somber, it sounds a bit melancholic, but fundamentally everything's been good. It's just been cherishing everything I have. The other fucking month, all the family got together, and we were just chatting shit for hours, and we were just talking about nothing of any importance, At some point, it was near Easter time, I thought my nan was going to go on some, Jesus conspiracy theory, and it's just the one thing I keep saying, and I think I said it before, and I've said it a bunch of times, probably on watching Wolford, but when you're depressed, it's really easy to forget to enjoy the small things, you know? It becomes more tedious, you don't have the energy to contribute, but fundamentally, the little things can be so much bigger in the grand scheme of it, because I'm at a point where I'm just cherishing, like, the little stupid things that don't matter, you know? Like, it's nice to be needed and wanted, and it's nice to be appreciated for exactly who you are and what you're doing. And you know, that's a lot of the satisfaction that I didn't really get in the previous job as such. So I'm at this point where I'm quite content that I've surrounded myself with good people and people who will have my back, and you know, most of the problems at home as such, they've subsided, you know, everything's all good, it's all gravy. And yeah, I've said it in a really somber way, but it is genuine. And I don't even really know where this one goes as such. I'm just content, I suppose. I'm happy. I'm chuffed. Obviously this month as well, we had Piggy stayed for WrestleMania. Stayed for the week, probably next time for 5 days. Because I don't like being a host. I don't like being the one who's in charge of figuring out what the fuck to do. Because as much as, like, you know, like, I have an extra role that I usually wouldn't have. And I don't like being a host. Being a host is shit. I'll be a host in videos, easy. Be a fucking host in anything else. But having to, like, be the main driving force between, like, oh, what do we do? Where do we go? What do we eat? Etc. Not really my main priority or prerogative or naturally designated role. I'm more of a leave me in my little bubble so I keep everything rolling, you know. I feel like the way I describe myself is I'm one of those hamsters in the balls on a treadmill. Like those little, like, see-through balls that, like, you run in. And, like, I'm a little I'm like G-force essentially. I'm in those hamster balls running. And as long as I can always run, and as long as I can keep doing exactly what I'm doing with no changes, I'm pretty content, honestly. And yeah, no, that is genuinely how I describe it. Keep me in my little bubble. Everybody around me is doing well. It's all positive for me. It does just so happen that the first day I've stopped is a slightly off day. And it's the one day I've had in a long time where I'm genuinely feeling a bit lower. Because fundamentally, as much as I build myself back up, it's like I can't act like my general mentality change. Like I do appreciate I do appreciate what I have and where I'm at. I feel very privileged and lucky to be here. But I also know that it's been backed up by a lot of hard work. Backed up by a lot of determination, because, you know, no one else is going to motivate me but me. And I just think that, I don't know, it's just something to think about, really. Like, I suppose I will apologize to people who was, you know, if people watch it went, oh, you're gonna stream again, and I never did. I'm not gonna make any promises about that anymore. If it happens, it happens, and we'll like it. But it's one of those things where I always enjoy streaming, but it's kind of a mindset to get into, and it's very hard once you're, at least for me, and it's how I generally do things as a whole. I do things in waves. Generally, it is quite hard to get back into doing something if it's not a part of the routine, because then I'll just find other things to do. And, like, you know, because I'm not streaming doesn't necessarily mean that I'm not enjoying things. It just means that I'm just not doing it at the minute. And I don't know, that's just generally how That's just how life goes, honestly. It's how it's a very, like I said, it's a very nice position to be in, where I'm not struggling to enjoy living, and most of the main issues have been subsided. So yeah, it's another being thankful to where I'm at and the position that I've allowed myself to get into, and all of the help I've received from my family and my friends to fucking actually move forward with my life and not feel like I'm just fucking wrapping around in a fucking, like, in a circle. So yeah, man, all in all things are good. This generally acted as a back and forth thing. This was kind of March in review, but also a bit of April in review. I'm sure by the time I do May, it'll be the exact same. And yeah. Nah, it's good fun. It's good fun. So I just want to thank everybody for watching this. Sorry if people wanted this. I know it's not really the most fucking loved series. I know it's just me talking to a fucking camera. I hope everybody had fun with it, and I hope that everybody's just chilling. You know, just keep it going, boys. That's all I'm doing. So keep doing it just the same. Thank you for joining me today, and I'll make sure to do the next one a little bit more on time, personally. But yeah, cheers for watching the month in review. That's been March. The word I describe it is just content, I guess. Just ticking on. So yeah, thank you for watching the month in review. Big appreciations. See you next month. Bye bye.